welcome back to our channel. We've been getting lots of requests about our site, our camp setup, and everything else like that. So we've decided to oblige everyone.
Yeah.
Well, and truth be told is we just had Bob Wells here to do a tour as well.
Hi everyone. You guys are following a great YouTube channel. They've got some great ideas here. You should keep following them. If you haven't subscribed, go subscribe right now.
So everything looks spick and span.
So everything is clean. It's realistic to how we live, as in we haven't purged a whole lot of stuff, but it's just a little extra clean today. So we didn't want to waste the opportunity. No. So we're gonna do a film with our own kooky style for you all, and give or take February, March or so, Bob Wells will come out with his video of a tour. Yes. There is some things we forgot to mention in the video, and I have no idea what he will edit in and out of the video. So in the meantime, we'll do ours, and stay tuned for his channel for his version.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna do this in a two-part series. This first part is basically gonna be
we have a lot of stuff to show you guys.
We do have a lot of stuff to show you guys. We have some, what would you call it? Comforts of home. Anyways, Stella's chowing down behind us. You can hear her chomp, 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 chomp. So I guess that's a good place to start, is with Stella. But yes, this will be a two-part series. This one will be most of the stuff outside our camp setup, if you will. And then we'll do another video, which is more inside the bowler and the truck and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you check out both parts, okay? So without further ado, here is Stella's world.
The real star of the show.
Yep. There's Stella. She's got her rug, her own personal rug. She's got her dog bed there. She's also confiscated our little rebounder trampoline with her blankets. That's it.
That is not actually a dog bed.
She just likes to think it is a dog bed, so she's kind of claimed it when we're not bouncing on it.
Yeah, she loves it, so.
And when we are bouncing on it, she wants on it.
Yeah, she tries to get up there with us.
Yeah. We've had her on a real size trampoline, like big ones you see in the backyard, and she likes bouncing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a English Bull Terrier.
But you know, I think she thinks that belongs to her, so when we get on it, she's like, what are you doing on my bed?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, she already likes to be part of everything. But yeah, so she's claimed our rebounder thing. Kind of looks like she's got her own little ocean going here. All her little finless fish toys she's gobbled up. Those are some of her favorite chewing things.
You got close to my stuff, she said.
No, what, did you change it? Did you give me a new fish with fins? No?
There might be another one somewhere.
Somewhere. We've had a few people ask about dog toys and cat toys for the pets. So in order to oblige some people, we've created an Amazon wish list, which you can find in our channel description and or in the video description. It does have some of their favorite toys on it. If you're feeling so inclined, it's there for you. If not, don't worry about it. Just sit back and enjoy our videos, because that's all we really want from you. It's just to enjoy them.
Yeah, they don't need any toys, but
no, they don't.
If you feel so inclined.
Yes, which apparently some people do. So we're just trying to oblige everyone. All right, on to the next thing.
Yes. The next thing is our bird. No, I'm just kidding.
The next thing is our bird feeder. This bird feeder is gonna get a new home soon, but this seems to be a very popular item. It's really cool to be able to watch the hummingbirds.
It is. They're so cute.
And right now I think we're only seeing one species. I think it's Anna's hummingbird, but can you imagine if you had all the different species? Oh, that'd be so cool.
Oh yeah. Wait till they really truly tell everybody about it.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a busy little hub here.
Yeah.
I think
that's what we're hoping.
Yeah.
All right, so next on our list is our Kuma bear den. This would be similar to what most people know as a clamshell. Kuma, I believe, I don't know if it's a Canadian product, but it's definitely available in Canada. We bought all the panels that go on all the sides to give us different variations of privacy.
Yeah, and then sometimes if it's too hot in there, we'll just drop it down.
Yeah.
Like that.
Let the airflow show off our garbage.
Oh, you don't want people to think we're too fancy.
No, we're not that fancy. But yeah, so you can open and close these based on shade requirements, wind requirements, airing out things, privacy.
Because it does get hot in there with the sun.
Yeah, it can have a bit of the greenhouse effect. So Vanna White here is going to show you how we cable this down. Ooh, la la.
Ratchet straps and really heavy duty pegs. And these are nice because they have the little hook. You can just move it around.
Yeah, this bar goes down, it's what, probably at least, what, 8 inches?
Yeah, 6 or 8, yeah.
6 or 8 inches. We pound them down into the ground to anchor it. But we met someone once that said they knew someone who used those bungee cords with the hooks. And he advised us never ever to do that because if they ever snap, that could become like a whip or projectile. And they personally know someone that got whipped in the face by those bungee cords.
Can be pretty dangerous.
So it can be pretty dangerous. And the reason we use them here in the desert is because of wind. So it's...
The wind can get pretty crazy here, actually. I was surprised when we started coming here. It can actually get pretty... Like, I've seen people's tents just completely shredded, so...
Yeah. It's not all the time by any means, but we definitely do get windstorms here. And so you want to lessen your chance of having that bungee cable snap and take out an eye.
Yeah.
Honestly. We also secure them
with these pegs, yes. Yeah.
So these are basically like rebar with a curve. And we use this 3-pound sledgehammer to drive these pegs in and the other pegs.
And you might think that's a bit overkill, but I don't think there's any in here. But we have actually bent these even in the ground here.
Yes.
So these little ones, trust me, they're not going to do the trick. You need something a lot more substantial.
And one of the reasons we keep them in this Army ammo box, metal Army ammo box, is that these pegs will go through just about anything, any kind of fabric, any kind of canvas bag you're keeping it in. So this keeps all your stuff safe, nice and secure, all in one place. So we really like that.
Yeah, works great.
On a side note, here real quick while I'm thinking about it, because we've already been to Stella's area. A lot of people, myself included, get those corkscrew things that you screw into the ground, and then it's got a latch to tie a dog's cable to. We had those originally, and a lot of times you get to these trains where you can't get them in the ground, or they don't stay in the ground.
Definitely not here.
Definitely not here. Like, oh, but those rebar hooked pegs and a 3-pound sledgehammer will do amazing things. And that's how we keep Stella secure. We use that for anchoring Stella and her cable down. And she's a strong dog and she's not going anywhere. So something to keep in mind if you've got pets. You might want to skip those corkscrew things altogether and find yourself some of those rebar bent pegs. You used to be able to buy them here in Quartzsite. I don't know if you still can. We might have sold the town out of them. We stocked up because we use them for everything. Like her mat is pegged down with them too. All our mats, all our tents.
Yeah, anything that we need to secure down from the wind or whatever, that's what we use. Yeah, we just quit trying to use the other pegs because they are useless out here. They work in some terrains, but yeah, these are definitely better for this.
Yeah, and not just here in Quartzsite or in the desert. Now we've traveled, I don't know how many states, but at least 80% of the states and Canada, and we use them everywhere in all the terrains, in the mud, the clay, the dirt, the desert. We just don't even bother with the other pegs anymore. We carry around like 40 of those, and we use them for everything, all our mats. Anyways, back to the bear den.
And obviously we don't leave Stella unattended on her cable.
No. No, we don't. We don't leave any of the pets unattended.
No.
No.
Not safe. but she can't pull it out of the ground.
No, she can't. All right, Tara, would you like to show them the kitchen?
All right, so since we are in a 13-foot trailer that basically just has a bed and a front bunk in it, there's not enough space in there to do a whole lot of cooking and that kind of stuff. There is a little kitchen in there, but there's not enough space, so we have set up our own kind of outdoor kitchen inside the bear den. And we have our little 2-burner stove, which is kind of dirty, but we just cooked. So anyway, we have our little 2-burner stove here, and
Runs off propane.
Yep, got our propane there.
Propane.
And we keep silverware in little containers to keep them clean. And
well, it's nice because they kind of snap closed and seal, so it keeps critters
Dry.
out of our cutlery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have all of our dishes in here.
Yeah.
Whatever we might need. Spatulas, cups, mugs.
Plates, bowls, pots.
Yeah, everything. Everything is in there. And we also have a single burner, just in case we run out of propane or it's too windy or whatever. And then we have an Instant Pot that we carry around. And we also have an induction cooktop. And so we try to buy pans that will kind of work on any situation. If we want to throw this directly in a fire, we can. If we want to put it on induction, we can. And it also works on the 2-burner stove just great. So we try to do multi-purpose things.
Yeah, because you never know with weather sometimes. Like, sometimes it'll get so windy that we actually have to collapse this bear den down.
Yes, and we cannot be in here cooking.
And we can't be in here cooking, and then obviously the stove isn't going to work very well. So those are days where we'll throw something in the Instant Pot and let it just sit outside in the wind.
Yep.
And it'll cook us up a delicious meal. And
yeah,
so,
we just had a little baby one, the Rio one, but you can still fit a chicken in there if you need to, and
yeah,
make stew or whatever.
Stews and soups, and
it's been well used.
it has been.
Yeah.
But it's nice because we can just literally sit it outside in a windstorm and have a delicious warm meal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
Oh,
And what else?
well, we have a whole bunch of water jugs. We keep a constant supply of water. This is reverse osmosis water from in town.
Yeah, we just refill our distilled water containers, and we try to cycle them out. If they start looking a little too yucky, then we throw them out and put a new one there. But we don't like to drink the salted water here. It's drinkable, it's fine, it won't hurt you, but it doesn't taste that great. So we do the
You
reverse.
notice that your coffee isn't.
Oh yeah, you can taste it.
Yeah.
But this is 25 cents a gallon. Unless you do the 5 gallons, it's $1 for 5 gallons. So that's really not too bad. For a little bit better taste, it's
Yep.
worth it to me. And then we have our little bags here where we keep our skillets in to keep them nice and clean, and nice way to store them.
Tara's got them on these hooks hanging there. Look, we got a little friend. This is our kitchen walking stick. He's been hanging out with us for quite a few days.
Probably at least a week. But yeah, I found these on Amazon.
Yeah.
We just use them to hang little things, towels, whatever, right? Bags.
Yep.
Garbage.
Garbage. Yeah. The garbage is over here.
Yeah, it works.
Right.
Yeah, this is our kitchen / office table. Whenever we're making videos, generally sitting at this table, either in here or we move it outside where it's a little cooler sometimes. Or if it's too windy and loud in here, then we'll sit out there. Yeah, what else?
Pet things.
Oh yeah, you can talk about that.
All right. So these are the 2 pet containers that we use for Bennie and Stella. They're really nice to keep pet food dry and stored. Tara's gonna spin the lid.
Yeah, they seal. They have what's called a gamma seal in there, so it keeps the food nice and dry. Now the food obviously has moisture in it, so if you set it out in the sun, it will spoil. So we keep it in here where it's shaded and dry, and the rodents stay out of it.
Yeah. The nice thing about it is it's really hard for wildlife to get it in there. especially around here. Coyotes aren't a concern, the kangaroo, rats and mice aren't a concern. But when we're in bear country, that is not something we leave outside. That is something that goes inside of our truck at all times and is locked up inside the truck. So we're mindful of when it's outside for temperature and what predators are. Raccoons also can be an issue with those if you got some really smart raccoons.
Yeah, they close pretty tight.
Yeah,
they
pretty
close
smart.
pretty tight though.
They do.
You have to be pretty strong. But yeah, I mean, I guess raccoons could be an issue. But
Yeah.
yeah, and then this is all of our tote for all of our outdoor gear, like the ratchet straps and any kind of outdoor tools we might need.
Miscellaneous stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we got a little coffee table and some chairs. And that's kind of in a nutshell. We also have
Yes, our propane fire pit. This, oh, it's backwards. Oh, it seems like they put that on there upside down. This is really nice. We want to have a fire, but we don't have wood. Wood is kind of expensive here in the desert, so in my opinion anyway.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot of trees here in the desert to be chopping up and burning, so wood can be pricey here in the desert. Not just that, but we've done lots of traveling in like Canada, and summer is almost a complete fire ban the whole entire time.
Where you find wood plentiful, there's usually a fire ban because it's dangerous to have a fire. So kind of works both places. It's nice to be able to have a fire. It's safe because it's propane fire, and yeah, it has a nice ambiance and warmth, and we really enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's worth carrying around for us. So.
And sometimes we'll bring it out into the site and we'll sit there around a fire, and when it gets really cool out, we'll actually bring it here into the bear den in the middle, and with all the flaps closed, we'll have it on a lower temperature, and it'll heat up this whole space, and we can just sit around a cozy fire during the evening.
Yeah, just be aware of how hot the top is getting to make sure you don't burn.
Don't turn it on high and then let the roof get all hot.
Yeah, because it really heats the space up nicely. So sometimes it's nice to sit in here and get nice and cozy. Close this flap and just kind of yeah. And then we have this
oh yes, the light.
little rechargeable light. Has different settings. Little rechargeable light that has different settings, so we can just plug it into the Bluetti and charge it up.
Yeah, so sometimes we'll even just sit in here and put on the light and play games, like card games or board games.
Yep. If it's dark or rainy.
Yeah,
it's great.
So it's essentially our kitchen and living room on the crappier days. We've actually spent a whole week in here in the northern part of Vancouver Island in a week-long rainstorm.
Like, it did not stop raining for a week straight.
Yeah. And we just hung out in here, and she knitted, we played puzzles and games. We even drugged the generator in here, strung out some extension cords to charge
Yeah,
up.
we did.
And it's great. We love our little bear den. And it's, what? Takes one person 45 seconds to pop it up. It's quite handy.
Oh yeah, it's easy to set up.
All right. Next on our tour is Mr. Bennie. He's kind of everywhere and anywhere. He doesn't have a designated spot, but we do keep him cabled. He's all tuckered out from our visitors today because he got overly excited. But as you can see, he's just chilling out.
Comfy bed.
He's always got to have his blankies. I don't know if you noticed, but even on our tote for all of our dishes and such, right here, that's another one of Bennie's blankets. He's got all sorts of spots. He's got all sorts of spots heading around our campsite for him to get comfy in.
Yep, and anywhere Bennie goes, so does his food and water and his litter box, because he is a princess. We've had some people comment thinking our cat needed a blanket, but trust me, just because it's not in the particular shot of the camera, they're there. He's got... He has multiple blankets and nice spots to lay in. Stella's got a mat and 2 beds. Bennie's got blankets and beds everywhere too. Yeah, just because it's not always in the camera shot doesn't mean it doesn't exist. We talk about how we wash dishes. Okay, let's do that. And let's walk over here. Okay. So, look at that, we got dirty dishes for you already. I know a lot of people have a lot of opinions about how to do dishes out here. A lot of people are very conservative with water, and that's great. But I want my dishes to actually be clean and sanitary, so I do it the way that makes me feel the most comfortable.
Tara might be just a tad bit of a germphobe.
I am. So
Just
I'm
a little
not
bit.
saying that any way that anybody else is doing dishes is wrong, but for me, the best way that I like to do it is just simple. Use these 2 tubs, and we boil water, generally with the kettle. And, you know, I don't fill this tub all the way full. I try to use as minimal amount of water as I can, but, you know, dish soap and water and a rag, and then we rinse it with hot boiling water and dry them on a towel here.
Boiling hot water.
Boiling hot water.
So it's either the kettle with the generator or it's a pot in the kitchen on our 2-burner.
Yeah.
She likes it piping hot. Like,
Yeah.
I usually have to let it cool off a bit before I can stick my hands in there.
Yeah, what can I say? I like to get them clean. I don't want them to be greasy and dirty, so
No, and sometimes if you leave them out, you never know what's been crawling all over them.
yes, very true.
So,
But you know, we aren't weekend campers, so we're not going to take this all home and throw it in the dishwasher. At the end of the day, I want them to be clean and ready to use at any point. So
yeah.
that's what works best for me. And we use the little handle that's on the table to hang a towel.
Yep.
And then we have our little hand washing station here with just repurposed percolator, soap, nail brush if you need it. Yeah, we use the table to hang our cleaning supplies. We have more cleaning supplies under the bowler. Yeah, and then for ease of comfort, because it hurts to bend like this for long periods of time, we bought, these are risers for beds. We bought 2 sets, and they just kind of stack together nicely when we put them away, but they raise the table up to the perfect height for dishes. We have one under the table that has the stove on it as well, because it just raises it up to that. It's a much better position instead of kind of hunching over to do dishes. So yeah, worked great.
Oh yeah, like the height that these tables generally are at is it's a hunch to cook and a hunch to wash dishes, where those risers lift it up so it's a comfortable level.
And I think they have different sizes, so you could kind of pick out the risers that are the height you want, but they just kind of stack together like cups, and they all fit nicely when we travel. They get stored away, and they work great. That's been one thing that I've been really happy to have.
Well, and if the riser isn't quite tall enough, you could stack one inside the other, kind of like nesting dolls, if you will.
Yep.
And raise it up and up and up with more sets too. So if this isn't quite
nice
the right
and,
height.
and stable.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Here, let me go show you the one in the kitchen real quick. Okay. There they are in the kitchen as well. There's risers, and that allows, there they are, there's 1, 2, 4. That allows a much more ergonomic, friendly height for the back. All right,
and since well, there's multiple reasons. We have the water back here because it's easier to do dishes, fill the kettle with them, that kind of thing. But we also cable these to the bowler whenever at night or whenever we leave. That way nobody can take off with them, because you know, these aren't really cheap. They are scepter UV protected, so that if they're sitting out here in the sun, they're not gonna it's not gonna damage the water. But the bowler does have a little water tank inside, but we find this much quicker and easier. Instead of trying to haul this in to fill up every time, we just fill these 25 gallons and bring it back to camp. And it's quick, it's easy, they fit nicely in the back of the truck. They stack side by side quite nicely. And yeah, seems like it's enough water for us, generally speaking. So
there you go. Sounds fantastic.
What else do you want to say?
That's about it. Yeah, the big thing is when we started, we had circular water jugs, square water jugs, small ones,
all
collapsible
different brands
ones.
and different sizes, and they just did not fit together nicely.
It was like a Tetris nightmare. Things just didn't go well together. So with these, they're all the same size. They're all these kind of narrow, stand-up, rectangular shape, and they all just fit perfectly side by side, and we can line 5 of them all up in a row wonderfully
Yeah.
in the truck to go fill up, and there's not much lost space. So
And you don't have to lift them in and out. We have a water hose. We just fill them while they're in the back of the truck, and then just bring them back here. So
Yeah.
it really is. To me, it's more simple than taking this back to town every time. So, or back to wherever we're gonna fill up.
Yeah. All right.
Of course, Bennie's cat litter,
Yeah.
and we'll talk about the shower system.
Sure. You want to do the shower system? Go for it.
You go for it. I've
Okay.
been talking a lot.
Okay. All right. So we've been on the road now for 5 years, and there's certain luxuries that make it psychologically possible. And a warm, hot shower and the ability to feel clean was definitely high on that list. So we invested in the Julka shower system. So we have the Julka double ensuite tent, which is really handy to shower in and whatnot. But we also got their shower system. It is an on-the-demand hot water propane system. So, as you can see, we have a propane tank that then gets piped to the system, and then what happens is water gets pumped into here, and then from here hot water comes out and then through the pipes and into the shower, and then we have a little shower head.
Let's see if I can.
Yeah,
Right there.
right there.
And it really is almost just as good as a shower in a house, really.
You could debate water pressure depending on how strong it is in your home, but it's a good shower. You can have it nice and toasty and warm. And honestly, when we're camping, like when we first got to Quartzsite this year, it was so hot, we didn't even use the heater. We just had a nice, cool shower.
No, and you don't have to hook the heater up. When you hook up the shower system, you can just not hook up this part and just go straight into the pump.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have water that's warm enough for your liking, you can just bypass the actual hot water tank.
So here, I'll show you how we make this work here in the desert. We have this large black tote, yellow lid thing, and we take all those water jugs you saw earlier, and we dump them in here and fill this up. And this is like our water reservoir for our showers. The nice thing is when we pack up camp, all the shower stuff for the Julka fits in here. So it's dual purpose. It's great, it's super handy. But yeah, so there's a little filter. And if you're out in the woods, for example, you could throw this right into a river, a stream, a lake, and you'd have an endless shower.
Mm-hmm.
For us, we're restricted by how much water we have on hand.
And how much water does that tote hold?
It's 102 liters.
So yeah, that's pretty big. And I think they're like less than $10. You can sometimes find them for, $8 or $10.
Yeah. And yeah, it's wonderful. So from here, this goes to a pump, which sucks the water through the filter. Just follow the line. So it follows the line. Here's the pump. It goes here. And then it gets hot inside the Julka hot tap. And then from here, it comes out again.
Don't get too close to it.
Comes up. Very control the shower. And then there you are. Hot water showers.
And these are Wise, or I don't know exactly what you would call that. I don't understand why there's 3, but these are to attach other hoses. We have what's called the Nomad kit, so you can hook this up to a sink. You can have multiple hoses running off, and we turn the water on.
Well, yeah, this would be, the hot water coming up through here could wire out this way to your faucet and tap for dishes, and this way to shower without having to deconstruct the system all the time.
Yeah. But we just have this one in here for now.
Yeah.
All right.
And then,
Lots of storage. Up in, there's 2 baskets. I don't know if they're
yeah,
here.
the shower tent has lots of different storage areas. hang your shampoos and conditioners.
Obviously this middle part is a divider so that you could be showering in the one side and close that door and keep this side nice and dry, so when you come out you can change your clothes in a nice dry space.
Yes. And everybody wants to know how we go number 2 and number 1. It's always a hot topic people want to know. Well, simple answer is it depends.
Just like everybody else.
Just like everybody else. No, but for serious, there is no bathroom facilities inside of the bowler, which you'll see in the next video. But it depends on where we're at. If we're at a campsite that has water flushable toilets and showers, well, then we probably use that. If we're here in the LTVA or other places, forestry campgrounds that have pit toilets, we probably use that. If we're boondocking way out in the woods, well, it might just be a good old-fashioned walk into the woods,
in the forest.
Squat with a little shovel. But our backup is always the infamous luggable loo. 5-gallon bucket with a toilet seat. Never does you wrong. So, depends on where we're at, depends on what facilities we have accessible to us, depends on what we use.
I was going to say the luggable loo has actually saved me in some emergency situations. There's been times that we've been driving down the highway in the middle of nowhere, and I just hop in the bowler with the luggable loo if I really need to. I mean, hey, it's better than going on yourself. Come on.
It has saved us a few times, more times than we probably care to admit.
Yes.
Yes.
So don't discount the luggable loo.
No, we love our 5-gallon bucket with a toilet seat.
Yeah, it works.
It works. The interesting thing is that seat can get real cold in the winter and real hot in the summer. So sometimes the years we have a heated toilet seat, and other times not so heated.
Yeah, blister your tush if you're not too careful.
Woo!
But it is always nice to have vault toilets and other stuff. So
Oh yeah.
it's nice to come here and be able to have those amenities at your disposal.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So, guess we should talk about power next.
Yes.
Tara.
The thing that everybody hates. So, not everybody likes the generator, but it's a necessity for us. We don't always have enough sun to keep us powered, so we use our little Honda generator. I think we've actually had it for like 6 or 7 years, honestly.
We had it before we hit the road full time.
Yeah, we were using it for camping before that. But we've definitely been using it pretty much full time for the last 5.5 years, and it has been fantastic. It's never let us down. When there's no sun, when it's rainy, if we're too far back in the woods under the trees and we can't get to sun, we just charge up with this. Yeah, or we use it to run our kettle and boil water. It's pretty quiet though, generally, speaking for a generator.
It is one of the quieter generators, that's for sure. We do very regular oil changes on it to keep it happy and healthy. And we have recently learned that there's a tune-up kit for it too, so we gave it a tune-up this past summer. But yeah, it's a great generator.
It is. It's been really great. And you know what?
Nope.
I will say, I'm not the strongest person, and I can lift it and move it. So if you're afraid to get a generator because you think it's too big and bulky, it's not that bad to move around.
And why do we have it on a milk crate?
Because the air intake when it's running is here, and a lot of times it'll pull in dirt and debris. So we keep it elevated. It's also a little safer for, you know, because this does get hot. So, but yeah, we keep it elevated up off the ground just for that purpose.
Yeah.
Also, if it rains and water comes rushing through here, it won't get wet. So.
And since we're in Arizona and in the desert,
Okay,
and since we're in the desert and in Arizona, we also have solar. Benny's still snoozing. Sleepy kitty. Now it's obviously not set up in prime sun spot at the moment. It's just spread out here for your viewing pleasure.
We're not working. We are not using it right this minute, but what'd you say it was? 375 watts?
375 watts. Yeah. It is a Blue Eddy foldable.
Holds up nicely.
Solar panel.
And stores away.
stars away, tucks away.
But it is kind of heavy and big, so we only have one.
One of the reasons we don't have solar on top of the bowler is that some of the bowlers and fiberglass aren't built to hold the weight of solar panels. That and fiberglass, it's a cringe-worthy moment anytime you drill a new hole in fiberglass. So a lot of people don't like to do it. There are options out there, and it's just not something we've pursued at this time, but it is possible. It's just not as easy as a lot of the other kind of RVs and rigs out there. And yeah, I think that's the bulk of our camp, Tara.
I think so. I mean, obviously we have chairs and tables and things sitting around, and
yeah, you know, we've got these lounger chairs,
yeah,
which are nice because sometimes it's nice just to lounge. We don't have a couch.
That is one thing I do miss sometimes. Is
A recliner.
Big, comfy couch.
Like, we don't have couches. We don't have desk office chairs, all that kind of stuff. So most of our chairs are the camping chairs. So it's nice to have two different sitting position options.
Yeah. And we do carry hammocks around with us, but you know, they don't do us much good out here. So this is a nice option to just kind of lay back and relax if you want to just chill out, you know.
Not a lot of hammock trees here in the desert, so we've left those behind in storage. All right, well, I think that concludes our tour of our camp. I hope that's helped people out.
There is one more thing I'm excited to tell you.
Oh, never mind. We're not done yet.
These are
Oh yes, this is good. Hold on to this.
This is good. These are one of my favorite things. They are solar rechargeable lights that we got off Amazon. I think it was like around 40 bucks for a 6-pack or 8-pack.
8-pack, I think.
8-pack. And we've had them for many years, and they are fantastic. They're motion censored, so I could just be walking around out here in the dark and my path will just light up for me and I can see exactly where I'm going. And this one doesn't have it, but
we're gonna get you another one over there.
Angie or somebody had the fantastic idea to mount magnets on the back.
Yeah, 3M magnets.
And then that way we can just kind of hang them wherever somebody walks back here. If rodents come up here, the lights kick on, and we've kind of got them strategically placed so that when we're walking around the bowler, they all kind of just come on in a nice big circle, and then they kick off after a few seconds or 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, they are absolutely great for rodent detection because they'll flash on and spook things. But also if you wake up in the middle of the night and you need to go do something outside, like walk to your bathroom tent, walk Stella for a quick pee, they'll go on and illuminate your path, but then they'll turn right back off. So we still carry our UV lights and flashlights, but it's a lot less work, a lot more safe, especially with the rocks and the terrain here in the desert.
Yeah, and they just recharge on their own, so they're fantastic. I love them. That's one of my more favorite things we've purchased.
Yeah, to the point where even though we have, well, 7 still functioning after 4 years, that we're actually eyeing up another 8 on Amazon to place everywhere.
I think they're just sitting in our cart all the time, just in case.
Save for later. This might be the month.
But they really are good. If you're thinking about some kind of lighting system for outside, they're great. They're pretty hardy too. Like I've dropped them several times, and
yeah. So we hope you enjoy this tour of our camp. We're gonna stop this video here now, and then we're gonna do a second video, and that video will be more the bowler, what's inside, how we live. Where do we sleep? Where's our fridge, really? Can you guess? Some of you might know already. Bet for most of you it's not where you expect it.
Nope.
Okay, well, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for joining us. If you have any questions, pop them down below. We'll do our best to answer them. We'll create an Amazon list so you can filter through if there's certain products you're interested in. Yeah, we're just trying to help people out with some of the tips we've learned over the years and some of the products we like the most. Okay,
see you later.
See ya. Ooh. Hello down there. And one of the reasons we keep them in this Army camel box, is Army ammo box. Metal Army ammo box.